Have you never seen my rubber duck?
No, just for like those at home, I've never seen Carl's rubber duck in any shape or form.
That can't be true.
Yeah.
Or maybe it. Hey, woo!
Hey!
I said it. That was totally by accident as well.
It only took us a year.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to That Can't Be True. I'm Carl.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Ant.
This is the show that entangles outstanding facts with works of fiction that have you questioning which one can't be true. For instance, I have here 3 statements on Foley. Do you know what Foley is?
Foley, as in Axel Foley from Beverly Hills Cop.
No.
Is it where they make the sounds for the films with like crackling and crisps and all that sort of stuff?
Ah,
Spot on.
sound effects.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So, number 1. A leather wallet was used for the head-turning scene in the film The Exorcist.
A leather
True.
wallet.
I think that's true.
Number
Head-turning
A creaking.
Now, funnily
Sound.
enough, I have a leather wallet here, so I can give you what the sound effect should be. Ready? This apparently is how the sound in The Exorcist was made.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we can see that being true.
Yeah, that sounds like it could be true.
Yeah. Did you notice that was his actual wallet and he's just broken all of his credit cards?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, I didn't think that through. Yeah.
Is that your real everyday wallet?
No.
He had a fake wallet, but that one's in his pocket and he's put the real one on the table.
No, luckily I went to Fortaventura last week and I got a brand new Louis Vuitton wallet for $5.
And I'm guessing that was actual Louis Vuitton as well. was it?
Yes,
They're
yeah.
so good. Such good deals.
The markup over here is ridiculous in England. It really is. Number 2, an onion, which, Tom, you have in front of you, was used for the boulder rolling behind Indiana Jones.
Maybe.
I could see that happening.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
It's very similar.
Alrighty.
True.
Oh, and number 3, an ice cream cone. And Ant, if you unwrap that.
I can see why this is wrapped up now. It's going to be melted, isn't it?
Now, this was used for the Velociraptor hatching in Jurassic Park.
Oh, out the egg?
Mm.
Okay. I take it you want me to break this.
If you wouldn't mind, in front of the microphone.
It's going to go all over my trousers.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
They're bloody smart, these guys, aren't they?
No,
How do you figure that out?
I know. So, what do
Did
we
you
think
ever
they're
figure
doing?
out what they did to clean it up afterwards?
That's why I wrapped up in paper for you.
Thank you.
God, I'm considerate. Yeah.
If only you'd told me that before I...
What do we reckon then? Is it the leather wallet for The Exorcist, an onion for Indiana Jones's boulder, or an ice cream cone for the Velociraptor egg?
Oh, one of them's fake.
Could be any of them, couldn't it?
The wallet thing sounded really real to me. I could really see that happening. I mean, how would you figure that out personally, unless you were like messing around with a wallet? Because that's creative if you did figure that out. So I think it's
What
one of the
Tom
more
was
simple
slightly
ones.
saying there is you're not creative
You're
enough
not
to come
smart
up with
enough to-
that, so that must be true. Yeah.
Kind of, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The onion's a really good one. It does sound accurate, but there's a lot of things that could make that noise. And I
Yeah.
think although an onion can do it, I think it was something else.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that one
I
is a
could
work of fiction.
Just for opposition's sake, I'll choose the cone then.
Righto. And Indiana Jones's boulder is completely made up.
Hey.
You're absolutely right. Yes. Do you know what they actually used instead?
No, shallot.
No, they
Yeah.
just got that. They actually used the car rolling without the engine.
What's it?
That
what,
sounds
just
like
his
a
tyres?
boulder.
Yeah,
And that
just
sounded
on
like
his
a
tires,
boulder?
just rolling.
But-
Yeah, and that's what
no.
they used in the show. That's the weird thing about Foley. Stuff that you think has no kind of even connection sounds so much like it.
But it sounds so deep, doesn't it? Tyres don't make that kind of sound on normal
Yeah,
roads
but
when it's just
especially got
rolling.
the whole of the car as well, and the acoustics of that. It's
In my head, they don't really make any noise.
boulders.
I'm sure boulders make a lot of noise. No, I mean,
I have noticed
rolling
they're very quiet unless they're rolling.
There's thousands of deaths where people, what? There's something. No, you hear a boulder
Like a
coming.
silent assassin of nature.
Yes. Yeah, oh,
Jeremy, what's that sound?
I'm just reading through the obituaries, and many people have died by these silent boulders. attacks. What's going on? Obviously, these sounds are layered as well. So with the egg cracking, it wasn't just the ice cream cone. It was like someone was squelching melon as well to give it that kind of authenticity.
Yeah.
So we'll return to Foley a little later on. Before we do, though, we're going to go into our first round after this. It's Tom versus Ant this week, which means I am standing in judgment.
As you often are.
Feels like every week,
This is
doesn't
my
it?
favourite place to be.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to Tom. So, Tom, first of all, tell me what your topic is.
Crazy historical parties.
Ooh.
Hey, right.
Yeah.
And have you brought any props along?
No.
No.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I'm just going to deduct a point just for effort.
Okay.
But I think it's...
Are we becoming a pop?
I was going to say, were you informed
Yeah.
beforehand that you needed to bring props?
No.
I think he's done you there. Then.
Yeah.
This has been against me this whole
If
time. I
Ant's
knew it.
brought props, then
Yeah.
it's not going to be good news for you.
Have you brought props?
I haven't. No.
Okay.
No.
Good.
Take it away.
Yeah. The first one, Charles II, King of Scotland, England, Ireland. He had an estate, has built a building like a mansion that was failing. It was falling apart, like holes in the roofs, things like that. And he didn't really like staying there very often. This was in Scotland. And he decided, rather than spend the money to fix it, he would copy an old Roman emperor's idea of flooding the place and holding a banquet whilst it was flooded. And so he would get these like wooden throne things and invite his close friends, and they would float and eat and drink and stuff in this like big flooded ballroom. And he had people hung from ropes like they did in Roman times, playing music and stuff. And what he did was he dug a trench from the nearby river, because it was by the river, and it went all the way. It dug it all the way through, totally flooded the whole place, and got a bunch of swans and ducks and birds and stuff, and put them in the palace. And they just had like a full couple of days, like festivities, totally flooded. But because it's obviously river water, everyone got sick.
Oh no! Just dysentery for everybody.
Yeah. So they were like lounging around in these big wooden floating throne things, just all around this palace, like fending off swans and all that sort of stuff. I thought it was a
What
pretty
year was
crazy idea. This was 1627, I think it was.
Whoa!
I'm just trying to remember. It was 1600s, yeah.
That's mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. What do you reckon then? Has that got legs?
The only thing that falls down a bit for me is how did he keep the water in? How did he keep it in from sort of flooding out everywhere?
Segamastic. I think that was around in the 1600s.
I guess maybe they closed the doors or something. I don't know.
That'll do it. So,
They didn't have the doors open, you imbecile. They closed them.
just thought it was like a submarine, they shut the doors, wind them shut, all good, watertight. So what? So
Well, I guess they had big doors because it was a big grand estate and stuff. I don't
and they
know.
were able to fill the room with water and it didn't leak out anywhere.
It probably did.
They just kept water coming in all the time.
All that ditch water, filling it
Yeah.
up. In the latest Gladiator film, they filled the arena with water.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
It has been done before.
You're not supposed to help him if that's fake.
Oh, yeah. Right, sorry, yes. Statement 2, Tom.
Yeah. So, Emperor Nero, you may have heard of him.
Burnt down a city,
Yeah,
makes amazing
kind of.
coffee.
Although that's probably a little bit of a myth, actually,
Oh.
that he did that. Nero was actually nicer than people think he was. He was also obviously a Roman emperor, so he wasn't very nice, but perhaps nicer than people may assume.
Is that why he throws parties?
Well, he was also a nutcase, I will say. Total nutcase, as is evident with the story.
He was meant to be crazy, wasn't he?
So he had this rotating dining room, which would kind of spin. And it was in this golden house, golden palace. That was very famous. It was like excess to the absolute max, he would spend in today's money like 50 to 100 million just on this like house, and then millions and millions and millions on parties and stuff. And so he'd have huge decadent banquets, like gallons and gallons of wine and alcohol. Everyone would get absolutely trashed. You weren't allowed to stop eating unless you threw up, and you had to get as drunk as possible. That was kind of like you had to. And one of these particular occasions, he wore an animal skin. So they'd obviously skinned an animal, and he wore it, and he'd had people tied to posts, and let's just say he had fun with them as this animal.
So he was much nicer than everyone thought, was he?
Well, yeah, this isn't a great story.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it doesn't paint him in a very good light, does it?
so yeah,
So you had like the whole animal skin and the head
yeah,
over them like the Vikings used to do. So it'd be over the head and
yeah.
become like a big cape, really.
And he kind of turned into this animal and pretended to be like this ravaging animal.
Wow.
Yeah,
So we have horrific dress up, flooded parties.
yeah.
What's number 3 then, Tom?
It's called the Field of Cloth of Gold. It was a party.
Field of Cloth of Gold.
Yeah, it was a party held by King Henry VIII and King Francis I. And it was set as a sort of peace summit where the two kings, two very large egos, would display their wealth and kind of fight each other in terms of wealth by erecting these huge tents, some of them sewed with literal gold, hence the cloth of Field of Gold. And they would basically like prance about and go, look at me, I'm the best, look at me, I'm the best. And they'd kind of war it out this way. And they'd have wrestling matches between each other. They'd have jousting matches between each other. It was like a sort of festival, a week-long festival. And King Francis beat King Henry VIII, though, which he was very displeased about, and did not much for the peace summit because they were at war like 2 years later. So, yeah, there were just these like fields filled with these enormous, grandiose tents. And that's how they would war each other.
That's fantastic.
By, having the most expensive tent.
I can't imagine Henry VIII being pleased about being beaten at all.
No.
Like,
No,
he's
he
the kind
doesn't
of
like being
person-
disagreed with, let alone beaten.
Yeah.
Just for some numbers, they had 216,000 gallons of wine over the week.
216,000 gallons.
And it cost around 15 million for the week in today's money.
And how many people were there?
12.
And they got through the whole lot in 4 days.
Yeah, I don't actually know how many, but I'd imagine the French and the English both brought quite a lot of people. So,
Yeah. You'd think so for that amount of wine, wouldn't you? Because
well, yeah.
damn, I mean, that's 216,000 gallons.
Yeah.
So litres, it's gallons as well, isn't
It
it?
was
Yeah.
the first ever all-inclusive holiday. And they were all
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
trying to make the most out of their money.
Yeah. You think after that they went, we've got something here, chaps.
Yeah. To Benidorm.
Yeah.
Right. So Henry VIII being beaten by
King Francis
King
the First.
Francis, flooding, or the naughty animal man.
The whole Nero and the whole wearing an animal as a costume and becoming the animal, that I can totally believe.
Right.
Which is probably why this one's fake, but that one I can totally see happening.
You'd have to be sick to make that up, though, wouldn't you?
But I mean, stranger things happened, and he was a bit of a freak. So I don't know. I love the idea of them floating around while they're eating, though, in the water.
In ditch water.
Yeah, with swans and ducks and things going around. That'd be ace. I am going to say, I'm actually going to go with the Field of Gold cloth being the one that can't be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Partly because I just want the other ones to be true, and partly because I don't know. It's just not sitting with me.
No.
No.
Okay. What do you reckon, Carl?
Well, I would have disagreed with Ant. I would have gone with the ditch water, but he's locked it in.
The Field of Cloth of Gold is true.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, is it?
Yeah, that did happen. Yeah, they did drink as much as that. And there's a famous painting as well about it.
Mm.
Yeah, it seemed actually kind of fun. This is the one that I would like to have gone to.
It's probably the only one where you're least likely to be killed, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the whole point of it was to be nice to each other. It was like a posturing party. And so you had no real like actual fighting. It was like, because two kings were actually wrestling each other, which is kind of a wild. Imagine King Charles fighting like the Prince of like the Netherlands or something. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't happen, would it?
It would be much more interesting to watch, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Than what goes on now. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Right.
very
Ant,
good.
He's bested you on that. You have a
Yes.
chance to redeem yourself. One more try.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go with the flooded room party being the fake one. Then I'm going to say that one can't be true.
You're right. Yeah, I did make that. So
It's a good idea, though.
Was it based on the Roman Colosseums being flooded?
No, a guy actually did flood his palace once. There was an emperor that did actually flood his palace, and it wasn't the Charles II.
But I would say you are triumphant. Well done.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah,
You've
well done.
redeemed yourself for not bringing props.
So if you started with -1 point, that means you're basically broken even again now.
You
haven't
have.
I'm on par. Yeah, that's
Fantastic
good.
work. In this
Good.
game, that's winning. Right? We're going to take a break before we look at some more Foley. Right then. Foley. Back to Foley. Artists these days can take the most mundane kind of sound and with effects on the laptop, make them into something just incredible. So I've come up with a round and I've recorded some of my own sounds to make into Foley in the loo. So this round is called In the Movies or In the Loo.
Right.
I'm going to play you some sound effects. You have to say whether it's in the movies or...
In the loo.
We've got it. Right. Sound number 1. This is the sound of a zombie from Zombieland.
I think that's from your toilet. I think that's from a bathroom that you own.
You're going in the loo?
Yeah.
And in the movies or in
I
the
think
loo?
it's in the movies.
In the movies?
Yeah.
It's in the loo. It's me with my face in the sink going...
I can somehow hear your accent in that. I don't know. That's why I said it was you.
It's a Suffolk zombie. This is the sound effect used when the Ark of the Covenant was open in Indiana Jones.
Again, that could very well be a toilet seat at the top of the toilet being removed.
Yeah, it could be the system top, couldn't it? See, that could be either, couldn't it? Because it could be the sound of that from the movies.
It could.
You are spot on. That is exactly what they used in the sound effect for the movie. A toilet cistern
Oh, they did?
lid. But is it my toilet cistern lid or...
Oh, that's not fair.
A Foley artist in
That's
America?
not the point of the game.
I thought I was right then.
Yeah.
I'm going to say your loo again.
Is it my loo?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's your loo as well.
It is. It is. But you're very, it's true. Now, this is the sound of a spaceship passing by.
That's a train, isn't it?
I was thinking that was a train or something like that.
Yeah. Sounds like a train. It's probably not your toilet, I'm guessing.
I mean, it could be flushing, couldn't it? If he's messed around with it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
could
Have
be.
you messed around with any of these?
Do you want to listen again just to see?
Yes. That's a train, isn't it?
We're in a time loop. Can't get out.
Have you messed with that at all, or is that?
It's
as
been-
Yeah, have you messed with any of these?
It's definitely, it's had editing, but all sound effects have.
I don't know.
That sounds like a... I don't know. It doesn't sound like a spaceship anyway.
It doesn't sound like anything I could think of in the toilet. Although, having said that, it has been messed with, so I don't know. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with movie in the movies.
Movie.
In the movies. That is actually the sound of my rubber duck.
No, it's not.
Are you ready? That
How
was
did you
the
get it
sound of
from
a
a
rubber
rubber
duck
duck?
that's been played backwards with lots of reverb delay and distortion on it.
Right.
There's no way in a million years we'd get that, would we?
No. No.
And the last one, gentlemen, before we get back to the game, is this. This is a phaser gun from Galaxy Quest.
Well, as all of the rest have been in your toilet, I'm going to guess this one's from your toilet as well.
I was thinking law of averages says it's one of them's got to be from the movie. So
Yeah.
just to be contrary, I'm going to go with the movie.
Yeah, true.
You shouldn't have been contrary. These are all from my Lou,
Yeah.
and that was my rubber duck again.
You're the only
done.
person I know that actually has a rubber duck.
Yeah. It's an Indiana Jones style rubber duck. Have you never seen my rubber duck?
No. Just
No.
for like those at home, I've never seen Carl's rubber duck in any shape or form. No, well, has it got a hat on it or a whip or
It's
something
got
like that?
it's got
got an
everything,
actual
like the
hat?
little leather jacket and everything. I bought
That
it
is
from
cool.
Prague. It cost an absolute fortune. I bought it when I was drunk. The next day, I looked at the receipt and I went, I paid 30 quid on a rubber duck.
It was
Like,
30
That cost
quid.
more than your genuine Louis Vuitton wallet. though.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I could have had 6 Louis Vuitton wallets for this rubber duck.
You need to send me a photo of that when you get home.
I will do.
I want to see that.
Right then, are we all Foleyed out and ready for Ant's round?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Let's go.
Right, Ant, what topic are you looking into today?
Right then. So this week I have looked into curious careers or odd jobs, if you will.
Ooh,
Just
very
sneaking
nice.
in a bit of a James Bond reference there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Before you start, have you brought along any sound effects?
No,
Okay, so you two are starting at -1.
I think this is severely unfair.
I am standing in judgment.
I'm going to get the unions involved.
Yeah.
He's like Scarecrow in that Batman film. It's just sentences
Yeah.
everyone to death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, not only does he not pay us for doing this, but keeps us here all night and then starts us off on minus points.
Yeah.
You're a vicious dictator, Carl.
And I would very much like to hear your odd jobs.
Right. So, yeah, there's quite a few. It's interesting. There's quite a few odd jobs. This one actually came about because a few weeks back I saw part of the training course for container ship pilots and the captains.
Container ship? What, the vast, massive ships out at
so
sea?
container ships, oil tankers, that kind of thing. The way they do the training is they actually they practice in miniature versions of the ships they're going to be piloting, and they're about probably the size of, well, they're probably about the length of the room that we're in now. So, like quite big, but tiny compared to the actual thing they're going to be doing.
Like a
And
canal
to get
boat.
them- yeah, basically like a small canal boat.
Yeah.
But they sit in it, and it's really funny if you watch it on YouTube because they're actually sitting. All you can see is the guy's head, just kind of sticking out of the tank part, but he's just piloting it under there. And they've got all the controls and everything, but they do that
mad.
before they go into an actual ship, so they get used to piloting something with that kind of mass and weight. But it's just the funniest thing to watch. Go and have a look it
That
up.
does
It's
sound
brilliant.
pretty funny.
What's their drill for pirates?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look into it. Maybe they've got miniature pirates.
Are they called pilots or captains?
Well, I'm not sure because obviously they're captains, but they do pilot the ship. So I don't know. I think the course is for training ship pilots. So
Is it pilots are the ones that bring the ships into dock, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Not the actual
they?
people who
Well,
captain the ships.
a lot of the time it is the captain.
Oh,
So
right,
it's
is it?
either or. But yeah, some of them have pilots and then the captain. Some of them is the captain.
So you get to be
But
a
the
captain.
captain has to do everything. So he has to know how to do each job.
Okay. So you get to be a captain and a pilot.
Yeah.
I'm a
Hey.
captain pilot.
No idea that existed.
Yeah.
Never heard of that in my life.
No, I'm going to go, yeah.
It's amazing. Well, the thing is, I wanted to do a podvert around that, but I couldn't find any other exotic training schemes like that would be good. So I had to sort of abandon it, but did lead me on to curious careers. So the first one is scuba diving pizza delivery boy. So the job requirement is to deliver hot pizza to people staying at a place called Jules Undersea Lodge. It's the hotel boasts a unique experience, being able to view sea life 24 hours a day. The pizza delivery person's job is to basically cook and deliver pizza to the guests that are staying at the lodge. And the lodge is in Key Largo in Florida. So somewhere that's like known for reefs and things like that and lots of wildlife. Famous visitors to the hotel include Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, Tim Allen from Home Improvement, I just mentioned about Galaxy Quest, and the former Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau.
Wow. So now how does he keep that watertight?
Funny you should ask.
He puts it in a 15th century castle.
Yeah, and they transport that whole thing to the hotel. So the pizza is actually delivered in. So obviously the guys put a scuba gear on and go down, and the pizza is actually delivered in a watertight case.
Right. Is it actually watertight though?
I haven't checked myself. I didn't have time in the 2 weeks between recording the last podcast and this one to go to Florida and find out. Plus, it's massively expensive.
Your heart's not in it.
I'm into doing the research like to a depth, but that's a bit too far.
To a depth.
I travel.
Gets in there.
I travel back to the 16th century for this.
He had to invent the time machine. and then there was Nero in his best suit. He had an awful time, didn't he?
Carl actually went to the Ark of the Covenant and
Yeah.
took the top off it just to see if it sounded the same as his toilet system.
Yeah.
I love that one. Brilliant. What do you reckon, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, that is decadence equal to sort of what I was talking about, getting a pizza delivered underwater. That is obscene, really. But cool.
Very cool.
It is cool, isn't it? I mean, you would, wouldn't you?
You probably just would if it was available to you.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't even like pizza, you'd just do it.
Can you imagine if everybody ordered seafood pizza as well? You just sat there and went, everybody goes for the prawns. Can we not just have something different?
What pizza do you normally go for?
Me? Something with meat on it usually. Usually like a meat feast or something like
meat
that.
You
feast
love your
man,
meat,
that's
don't
I
you?
do love my meat. I can't stand anything with pineapple on. I don't like having pineapple like Hawaiian.
What is it with you and
Fruit is fruit on a pizza. It's fruit on a main meal. It's not right.
He didn't even like it when we put it in a burger.
Yeah, no one liked it when they put it in a burger. That's why it died a death.
So,
That's why they sold way more fillet of fish than they ever did of the pineapple burger.
as you can listen about in episode 6, and that can't be true.
Is that genuinely episode
Yeah.
6? That's mental that you know that.
You know, Carl goes into his advertising voice when we do that. It goes from being that horrible dictator to going, yes, and if you listen, tune in next week.
Yeah. It's radio voice.
Number 2, please.
Number 2, right, personal favourite of mine, this one, Master of Ravens. So in the Tower of London, there live 6 ravens. And according to legend, if any of them leave, the White Tower will crumble and England will fall. Now, I don't know if you know, the White Tower is actually the main tower at the Tower of London. So the Tower of London as a whole is the entire castle.
Right.
Whereas the White Tower is the main one in the
It's
centre,
the
which is
one-
what people traditionally know of as the Tower of London. In the 17th century, King Charles II was told the prophecy and decreed that there must always be 6 ravens at the tower. Ever since then, there's been a raven master charged with looking after the birds. Which I just want to be able to walk
That is
into the pub
funny.
and meet somebody and go, oh, so what do you do for a living? I am Master of Ravens.
Yeah. So, Martin, mate, what keeps you busy? Well, that's a mental job to have.
Do you have to work your way up? Are you like, I'm master of sparrows, then it's a pigeon?
Start off with the wrens, go to the robins, sparrows. Yeah.
Here's a hamster. Keep
Yeah.
it alive for a week.
Do you reckon, if I was master of ravens, I'd be so pleased until master of eagles comes waddling into the pub.
The master of bears walks in.
Yeah.
That's your friend Nero, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that sounds actually quite real. There's some mad royal jobs. They actually, have you ever heard like all the weird royal jobs that there are?
Yeah, there's some strange stuff.
Like, Master
Yeah.
of Sands, I think, is one of them.
Have you heard of Master of the Stool?
Isn't that's the one who is he the one who wipes the bottom
Yeah.
of the king?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was-
because then there's the master of what I used to call the master of the jobbies, the man who had to look
Yeah.
through the stool
Yeah.
to make sure that the king's bowel was
Yeah,
okay.
they were charged with cleaning up afterwards and wiping the king's backside. Yeah,
And people fell over head over heels for these jobs, isn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
just to be able to touch the king's stool.
Pretty well paid, I guess.
yeah. That's not a LinkedIn kind of hit you'd want, is it?
There's not much like career progression, is there? Really?
I know, Master
Where'd
of
you go
Ravens,
from
Master
there?
of Coin. Oh, Master of Stool.
That's Master of Raven. You think that's got legs to it?
Actually, well, just because I know that there's some like mad royal jobs that there are, like that is very cool. That's probably one of the better royal jobs I've ever heard.
It'd be good, wouldn't it?
We've got Master of Ravens and Deep Sea Delivery Pizza Man.
And number 3 is butterfly poo collector.
That can't be true.
Yeah.
Or maybe it. Hey, woo!
Hey!
I said it. That was totally by accident as well.
Yeah, not
So-
even done the description yet. He's already gone, no. Not having that one.
Oh, it only took us a year.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that? What was it?
Butterfly poo collector.
Butterfly poo collector. But a person who collects the poo from butterflies.
In several countries around the world, butterfly poo is a highly prized commodity. I'm going to say poo quite a lot because I couldn't think of another word that would.
Manure.
Yeah, like excrement sounds just a
Excrement,
bit pretentious, doesn't it?
Butterflies are posh animals to me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they are. They are the poshest of the insects, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
I always felt sorry for the moth.
That is a
moth
downright
gets a poor
dirty
show.
little bug, that isn't it?
Yeah.
In marketing.
It can do everything the butterfly can. It can
Yeah.
even fold its wings all the way back when it lands, and
Yeah.
yet the butterfly, it's marketing, isn't it?
Terrible PR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
The ladybug's probably got the best PR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably.
And the dragonflies.
Yeah, dragonflies are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think they look a bit creepy, dragonflies.
Dragonflies don't even need PR. They're just awesome on their
They
own.
creep me. They look fantastic, but they're also, if you actually properly look at like a still dragonfly, they're creepy.
Right then. So.
You want me to finish the? Shall I finish the description of this one?
Oh, sorry.
Or do you just want to?
As soon as you mentioned dragons, my mind went.
To be honest. It was, yes. So, butterfly excrement collector.
Yeah. So what was I saying? So it's a very highly prized commodity. In Japan, it's especially sought after for the cosmetics industry. It warrants a full-time job. This for quite a few people. Collectors spend their working hours collecting poo from species such as the Asian swallowtail and Japanese. I'm going to say this wrong. Luidorfia, which are alpine butterflies adapted to high altitudes. Hence the Japanese butterflies. It's used in a traditional Japanese facial treatment. No sniggering at the back.
No.
Called an
Tom nearly had me when he said erected.
I know. I made myself laugh when I did that.
you can't say erected without going.
No.
He said erection.
It's funny that thought crossed my mind that's going to be.
I looked at him so many times thinking he must have heard erect. He couldn't have heard him say it.
I didn't know. I missed it. Usually the 6-year-old in me goes
Yeah.
like a meerkat.
So what was it? What was the facial of?
So it's using a traditional Japanese facial treatment called an uguisu.
Because obviously the actual word starts with BU, doesn't it? So I was trying to make it like an animal, but change the words, change the letters in
That's
it.
disgusting,
But-
Thomas.
But you can't change the letters because the letters are already there. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anyway,
That is the face they make.
apologies for the interruption. Yeah. Ironically enough, the one I don't believe is the watertight pizza box.
Is that because I didn't believe about your
No,
waterproof
it is
castles?
not. I'm going to stick with it. Scuba diver one.
Yeah?
That's a fake one. That can't be true.
You're saying the scuba diving can't be true?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that is true.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, it's a real thing. Right
Fair
down to the
enough.
people that stayed there and everything.
In
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
case, your butterfly.
I'm going with the butterfly one then.
And there we go.
You saying the butterfly one can't be true?
Yeah.
I'm afraid, Tom, that's completely made up.
Hey. We're both on par then.
I did think actually, I was thinking the Master of Ravens. I thought I'm pretty sure one of you might have heard of that. So I was kind of flying close to the sun with that one. But
I can see how it's true. That seems, I don't know, it just seems like the most realistic one for some reason. Even though it's obviously mental. Like the kingdom falls if these ravens die.
well, here's the weird thing: like they've never actually let it happen. Well, they've never dropped below 6 ravens, just in case. So they obviously know it's not real,
Yeah.
but they've never let it go beyond that because it just maintains that kind of tradition, doesn't it? And it kind of maintains that mystique about the whole place.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm.
Awesome. So today we've learnt that Henry VIII loves to party at an all-inclusive field.
Yeah.
Pizza can be delivered to you,
Underwater.
even when you're underwater.
Yeah.
Favourite fiction of the night before we wrap up?
Oh, I think that's got to be the underwater part. You know, the what I call underwater party, isn't it?
The underwater party, yes. Floating in the in the dysentery-laden water.
Yeah.
Some of the odd jobs you came up with, like I wouldn't, like the other ones, like the king's stall person.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I would not want that job. No.
This must have been like medieval. Surely it wasn't modern. It's not modern day, is it?
Oh no, not now. But I mean, it would have been back in probably Henry VIII's time. I think certainly pre that. Definitely.
Yes, yeah. Could you imagine queuing up at the job centre now and they go, "Oh, excellent, we've got a job for you. Here you go." Yeah.
You know, if you're in school and like the careers guy comes in and goes, "Yes, so after 8 hours of tests, you're ideally suited to be the king's stool clearer."
Yeah.
And on that worry, it's time to end. It's goodbye from me, Carl.
Me, Tom.
And me, Ant.
One guy actually got shot in the midst of all this cheese chaos.
The ETA Renegade. I will beat it. Yeah.
That's the poshest superhero name ever.
Yeah. Katsuyamasaurus.
Dinosaur.
That is a dinosaur.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's another one.